AB and CD are two-digit numbers. Multiplying AB with CD, you get a three-digit number DEF. And adding DEF to another three-digit number GHI result in 975. The final sum is 975. And all these variables are distinct digits. That means the values for these digits are, these variables should be different. And two of the values are given, right? E is equal to 0 and F is equal to 8. We know the two values of uh, these two variables, E and F. I know the values, okay, 0 and 8. And I need to find what is the sum of A plus B plus C. That is your question. So I'm going to start with the second statement because second statement I know that DEF, right? The product DEF, it's added with GHI and the final result is gonna be 975. The sum is 975, right? I'm starting with that. Why? Because I know the value of E, I know the value of F, so I can use the unit digit to find out what are the values of H, I, as well as, I can try it out different combination for rest of the variables. Okay, so let's see. So DEF, so instead of E I'm replacing with 0 and F I'm replacing with 8, and you're adding with GHI. We don't know any of the values for these variables GHI. I know that all of them are distinct. So none of this can have the value 0 and 8. Okay, because already I know these two values I know, right? So none of these other variables cannot get this value 0 and 8. Always keep it that in mind. Okay. So you have 975 is the total sum. So if I analyze the unit digit, so 8 plus this digit will give you a number ending with 5. So it can be 5 or 15. So it's not possible to get a sum 5, right? Because it's a digit, a single digit number, positive digit, right? So you cannot get a number sum 5. So definitely it has to be 15. And maximum value of I you can think about is 9. The maximum value is 9. So 9 plus 8 is 17 is the maximum sum you can get. So since it's 5 here unit digit, I can think that the sum, only possible sum is, let's say, 8 plus I is equal to 15. That's the only possibility you are having. So that means the value of I is equal to, let's say, 7 is the value of I. So I know that I is equal to 7. So if I say this is 7 here, so 8 plus 7 is 15. You have 5, carry is 1. So this is 0. That means 1 plus 0 plus h is equal to 7. So 1 plus 0 plus h is equal to a number ending with 7. So definitely it has to be 7. Why? Because maximum value of h is 9. So the maximum sum you can get is either, maximum is 10. So here the unit digit is 7. So it is not possible to have a 17 sum, right? So I can clearly say that the sum is going to be 7 here. So 1 plus 0 plus h is 7. So value of h has to be 6. So I know this is equal to 6 here. So 1 plus 0 plus 6 is 7. That makes sense. And I know that d plus g is equal to 9. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what are the different possibilities for d and g. What are the different combinations here? So it can be 1 and 8. But clearly this is not possible. Why? Because already 8 is assigned to this variable f. All of them are distinct digits, right? All these variables will have distinct digits. So we cannot have g or d get a value 8. So this is not a possible combination. So I cannot consider this case, okay? So next one I can think about is 2 and 7. The sum 2 plus 7 will give you 9. But again, the value of I is 7. We just now found that I is equal to 7. So it's not possible to have same values for different variables. So this is, I cannot consider it. Next is 3 and 6. Same reason, 6. I just now found h. The value of h is 6. So this I cannot consider here. Next is 4 and 5. That's it. Then again, it's a repetition. Next is 5, 6. Right. Next one is 5, 4. Then you have, so it's the same. You have the same repetition here. Let's say it's 5, 4. Then you have 6, 3. It's the same thing. 7, 2 and 8, 1. Right. So we can eliminate all these options. So only two possibilities are, these are the two possible combinations. Either D can be 4 or 5. Similarly, G can be either 5 or 4 correspondingly. So these are the possible values for D and G. Okay. So D and G can be either 4 or 5. So we just need to check which one would be the correct answer here. So now to confirm what is the value for D and G, I'm using the initial statement. Okay, that means the initial statement says that 8 times AB, two digit number AB, when you multiply by CD, you are getting a 3 digit number DEF, where I know the value of E is 0 and F is 8. So now the confusion here is the value of D is 4 or 5. I need to check whether it's 4 or 5. So let's say if it is 5 here, do you think any number when you multiply by 5, will you get a unit digit 8? No, it's not possible. So multiple of 5 will be ending with either 0 or 5. So to get a unit digit 8, it is not possible. So I can confirm that value of D is 4 as well as value of G is equal to 5. You can confirm that part. So that means here this has to be 4. D is equal to 4. And what's the value of B here? Which number when you multiply by 4 will end with 8? It can be 2 or 7. These are the two possibilities. 2 fours are 8 or 2 7 fours are 28. But 7 already we have assigned for I. So I cannot use that value again. So only possible option for B is 2. So out of this ABC, I got one of the value that is 2 here. Okay. I need to find what are the possible values of A and C. So either you can think about a different way you can solve it. Let's say I can also see this is D. I can replace it by 4. That means you have a number ending with 2. A2 multiply by C4. You will get a final value 408. Instead of D, I'm replacing by 4. 408. That's a multiple. So what you can do is here is 408 can be written as a product of two numbers, one with ending with 2 and other with ending with 4. Okay, you can think in that way. So you can use prime factorization. So 408 can be written as 4 times 102, right? So I'm just trying to find out different combination to get a product 408. Okay, 102 can be written as, let's say, 4 times 2 times 51. 51 can be written as 3 times 17, right? 51 is a multiple of 3. So this can be written as 4 times 2 times 3 times 17, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about different combination here. So that you will get a number ending with 2 multiplied by another ending with 4, so that you will get this 408, right? So what can I do here is, let's say if I'm combining 4 and 3, that is 12, and I'm combining 2 and 17, you will get 408. So it's gonna be 12 times 34. So all the condition is satisfied. So you have a number ending with 2, another number ending with 4 will give you product 408. So from this, you can say that the value of A is equal to 1. This is the value of A. This is the value of A. And the value of C is equal to 3. This is the value of C. So value of A is 1 and C is equal to 3. So the question is asking you to calculate the sum 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6, would be the correct answer. Option A is the right answer for the question. I agree, it's actually a little bit time consuming question. It's not an easy one to solve. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And maybe another approach you can use here is, let's say, approach number 2. The question is asking you to calculate the sum of A, B, and C, right? So I know that A, B, C can be any letter from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? These are the possible options for A, B, and C. And it's clearly given that they are distinct digits. And I just now got that one of the value is 2. Okay, this already I got it from here, right? Value of B is 2. Okay, this part is done. So I'm just figuring out another way to find out the possible value of A and C. Okay, so clearly I know that uh, A and C cannot be 0 because 0 is already assigned. A cannot be 0, A and C cannot be 0, as well as 8, it is not possible because it's clearly given they are distinct digits. What else? I got one of the values 6, right? So it cannot be 6, also 7. Then what else you got? B you got it as 2, right? It's not possible for value to be 2. Then you got D and G, it's 4 and 5, so it cannot be 4 and 5. So right now you have left with 1, 3, and 9. So since it's clear that all the answer choices, all of them are 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So one of the value is 2. So definitely 9 cannot be one of the values for A or C, because that sum will exceed the given in the option. So clearly I can say this is not possible. So only two values left that is available for A and C is 1 and 3. So it could be either way around. A can be 1 or C can be 1. But still the sum is going to be what? 1 plus 3 plus 2. The sum will not change. Right? So it's going to be equal to 6. So this is another way you can do it. So instead of finding out the product, this product 12 times 34, you can always use this logic, to get to the answer. It's all about more about a logical and reasoning type of question.